That these are only my thoughts and my thoughts alone. And well, I can change my thoughts if you give me facts and reasons and common sense to change my thoughts. So don't hate me for my thoughts unless you're willing to clear them up. You know what I mean? Bring the facts and the proof. I just had to come on again because, like, I'm trying to decide what to do here. I'm like, it's trying to go hard in the paint on Upchurch. Find out who the fuck he is. Is he everything he says he is? Or at the end of this, does he look like a fucking jackass getting up on stage singing, I'm a bad motherfucker? And he's a big old pussy. Boy's supposed to be strong in Christ. He came down here to help the world and fucking, oh, I don't know. Is this a cult? Is he just making shit up because, well, he says he's a chosen one. I've already can prove that. Like, I mean, he just, like, come on, guys. Like, he's trying to make people think he is. I don't know what the but he's not. He's not. He thinks he's smart. But this is what I want. Can someone please prove me wrong? Like, he's your guys' fucking hero. Like, prove me wrong. Like, let's say if I was chosen and, well, see, here's the thing. I gotta look like a dipshit because I chased him around so long thinking he was chosen. See, I've accepted that. I've humbled myself to know that, well, as human beings, we make mistakes, and that's all right. We just gotta move on from them. But if somebody makes you look bad in the process, just give them a taste of their own medicine. That way they can come to God. They can be humbled, you know what I mean? I think Mr. Upchurch needs a little humbling, but I don't really blame it on him. I really don't. I've seen the parents that gave him the skills that he has today. Poor kid never had a chance. But I thought he did, you know what I mean? I thought he was special. But I mean, I did have personal interactions with Ronald, and wow, he reminds me a lot of my dad. He lives in the fantasy. He's a legend in his own mind. But and I didn't really get the feels that he really loved his child. This was more of like an act or a show or something like that. You know what I mean? What kind of guy fucking wishes his fucking kid was on drugs? Then again, who knows? Maybe Upchurch is a liar. Like, I'm just thinking, maybe everybody's right. This is kind of a cult. You know what I mean? He does call people on people. Like, I've agreed with him sometimes. Like, hey, when he said, "Hey guys, you should probably go ask that." Oh, he's trying to hit up a 13-year-old girl. That one I kind of understood. You know what I mean? Instead, hey, you're gonna wreck everything we built out, or we're gonna come get you. And he's kind of tried to sicken, but I don't know. Already said like. And I don't understand that either. Like, you people are just like, hey, up church, you can say whatever you want, do whatever you want. And, well, whenever you need me, I'll be there. But then you got to realize you're a fucking dipshit first. Then maybe I'll consider helping you. But you're gonna try and destroy my life and make me look like a dipshit, saying you know nothing about this necklace. That wow, he fails to mention this big long note comes with it, explaining and and the timing of it just kind of suited the way he wanted it to kind of go. You know what I mean? But let me know if I'm wrong. Rusty, your test, eh, bud? I failed the test. You're the chosen one, Rusty. Then why can't you talk about the kids, bud? Why can't you help me with Epstein Island? Like, you think that that would be a concerning thing for you. But no, the concerning thing for you is, hey, Carl, I'll, at any time you could have talked to me, but hey, we'll have to set this up because, well, I need to make sure I get my views, bud. Like, we can't be talking about things that matter and maybe see if we can get other people to talk about things that matter, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Is that church chosen? Because the last time we talked, you sure tried talking me into it, you know what I mean? What test am I failing, bud? To try and fucking talk people into fucking standing up for themselves. Take a look at what's going on in the world. The things you fucking, for some reason, want me to stop. Do you work for the devil, Rusty? Like, what the fuck is going on? What's wrong with your head, bud? You're too busy thinking about views. How can I get more love? How can I get more love? I want everybody to love me. I'll tell you any story you want to get you to love me. I'm the bestest and the bestest. And I'm noble and truthful. Is the truth you should be fighting for your children and, well, quite frankly, your own freedom. Did I fail that test there, Rusty, or which test did I fail? Huh. Please, 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 with all your brainwaves, tell me. Well, good for me. I'll stay on the path and trying to fucking get people to understand that there's a sick, sick fucking world going on, Rusty. And well, we should probably change it. Or do you not see it in Eminem's new album? Like, do you think it's okay that he's drawing a line between him and a presidential candidate? You don't think that maybe he's part of a bad agenda and maybe if Upchurch was the man that he says he is and part of the spiritual war that he's part of, those would be the people you'd be going after there, Rusty, instead of trying to convince me that I'm doing the wrong thing. You know what I mean? Where's your brain at, Rusty? Do you use it? Get it back from Satan, bud. You're all sorts of trying to fuck me up in the head, and you can't, dude. I'll use common sense and reason every time. Then why wouldn't you tell me? Why would you withhold information from me, Rusty? Like, this is the thing. We're supposed to get more knowledge. We're supposed to try and figure things out with conversations. Or is that not the way? Is your God telling you not to communicate and just let people fucking go off the rails if you have information? You're a fucking idiot, bud. You think you're brilliant and smart, but you're really fucking weak and stupid. Because if you put that creativity and that imagination to fucking help in the world, fuck, the world might be a better place, but you want to use it to Neil Dagberg and psychobabble. Like, yeah, come on, Rusty. You have no idea the things that you do not know. Well, I know that I know that I know that I know that I know. Not a lot of things. See, here's the thing about me, Rusty. That's why you gotta be open-minded, bud, because sometimes when you think you know things, you don't really know them, so I don't know what you know. Let me know what you know, and then maybe we can figure it out. Am I on the wrong path, Rusty, or are you on the wrong path, or are you just trying to play mind games like all of fucking Creek Squad? You know what I mean? But you guys are a fine little cult. Hey, hey, Upchurch, you ever watch this, bud? What's with your cult wanting everybody to be homosexual? Is that something the leader passed down or like I don't get it. Do you like seeing men in ladies' panties? Was that your request through the Willtard? Huh, Rusty? Huh? Should I ignore what's going on in the world? Is that the true test? To not stand up and be a man and say something if I see something wrong. You know what I mean? You don't get it because you're not fucking very smart or you think I'm completely stupid. I don't know which one it is, but I got God. You know what I mean? I don't listen to no man unless he shows me facts and reasons and gives me a reason to trust him. But you can still fuck me over because you're not really fucking me over anyways. You're just fucking yourself over. You know what I mean? If I'm of God and you're trying to fuck me over, Rusty, that's on you, dude. You know what I mean? I tried to show you the love. I tried to show you there's a better way. But hey, when you have grandchildren and they're eating their bugs and Their social credit scores are wonderful because they're a tool just like Papa, conforming little bitches. You know what I mean, Rusty? You might be able to play the game good with other people, but you ain't got the brains for this one, bud. You're at the checker table, bud. I'm ready to play chess with the big boys. You know why? Because of all you boys and my workplace and the police and the insurance company and the hospital and the doctors and the news and everything, bud. I'm ready for the big boys because of everything that's happened to me and I've learned from it, bud. I'm ready to go to war. That spiritual war. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I don't even hate these shit turds. I don't, bud. I feel sorry for them. They just got put into a shitty canister. You know what I mean? With shitty people to teach them. Like I said, bud, do you think Hunter Biden ever had a chance? Do you think Chrystia Freeland ever had a chance? How about Marcone? Did he ever have a chance? You know what I mean? They tell you he was dating the missus at what, 15? And nobody can prove that she's a missus. And you don't want to ask the questions and say, hey, what's with these fine globalists from the WEF running France, trying to fool and manipulate everybody? You're only the victim because you allow yourself to be the victim. I'm not the victim, bud. No, see, I'm trying to say, hey, I want to give these people the opportunity. Always said it. Show me that I'm crazy because they won't face me, Rusty. Just like your friends that block me, you know what I mean? They say whatever they want and then they run away and block because they don't like what I'm saying because they're scared little bitches. Don't try and put the victim shit off on me, bud. I'm not your victim. I'm nobody's victim. But hey, I want to show them that they might be a victim of themselves. That way they can get with God. You know what I mean? They can repent. I've always said I already forgive them, but it will feel nice to give them their knives back so that they can heal themselves by taking all their knives and giving them to whoever gave them to them. You know what I mean, bud? But you don't get that. You don't understand what I'm saying. God, bud, you don't have a soul. You sold it for nothing. For diddly squat. You know what I mean? At least Keith Richards got, you know what I mean? That's the thing. Hey, did you see that Rolling Stones thing with Mick Jagger? Oh, Justin Trudeau loves our band and we love him. And of course, they love him. Did you know? Margie had sleepovers with the Rolling Stones. Of course, Justin loves them and they love Justin. True story, boys. I don't know if anything happened, but rumors, they fly. Who knows what's true? All right. I think it was in her book. You'd have to read her book. I didn't read her book, but you don't understand. Well, why don't you tell me what I'm saying is wrong there, Rusty? What do I say that's wrong about? Should the truth be the number one thing in your life? Should you jump out and take a chance? Hey, if I'm wrong about Upchurch, I can always say I'm sorry. I'll publicly humiliate myself. I've done it for years, bud. What do I say that you no comprehendo or more of? What don't you want to comprehend? Maybe you are comprehending it. You're just hiding from yourself, buddy. Well, bud, I don't know. I don't know the rules about dogs going to heaven. Do they all go to heaven? Something about that dog star serious though, you know what I mean? But I got an attachment to it, so that's a good question. I don't know though. They say all dogs go to heaven, but hey, My dog is a bit of a fucking he likes to test the patience. That's the thing, and I still love him. Just like I love you, Rusty, even though you're trying to be a peckerhead. Like, listen, do you think B. Lou should be managing fucking Upchurch? Like, he banged his fucking mom. That should be an indication. If he's willing to fuck your mom, he might be willing to fuck you too, you know what I mean? But hey, and to all dear go to heaven. Oh dear, dear Rusty, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't even prove to you that there is a heaven, but you know what I mean? I just try and be the best human being that I could possibly be. I think I'm chosen from God. I think I'm doing the right things. And if you're gonna do the right things, you might wanna base them in the truth. You don't get it because you work for the devil and you don't know it, Rusty. I want you to join the good side, bud. Join the light. Join the light, bud. But you're gonna have to go through a little darkness, bud. No way. No, Jesus didn't want justice, did he? No, God wants pedophiles walking on the streets, Rusty. You are full of brilliance. If you honestly think that, you are twisted. If you think that he wants shit turds running the world, you are a fucking a moron. Where did you get your brain from, bud? Like, do you know how stupid you are? And you take time to come up with shit, and that's the problem, bud. Like, come on. Like, how do you think we do in a debate? No wonder you run and you hide. I would if I were you too, because you're not coming off too brilliant. But then again, that's the world you want to live in. You know what I mean? Let everybody do whatever they want. Again, you know, like, what's your code of ethics, Rusty? Where do you draw the line, bud? Like, what's wrong with your head, dude? Don't tell me psychobabble's right about you because I don't think so right now. But the brilliance that you're coming out with, and you want to not stop these people. It makes no sense to me. And if all it took was telling people to fucking make their own video and tweet it out to Dick Durbin, could you take that time to do it? Could you like lay off a 6 hour Johnny Tagburn video to just cut her down to maybe fucking 5 and have everybody go and do this thing and come together and try and convince everybody else to do the same thing, you know what I mean? But Rusty, you don't get that, you know what I mean? Like, why don't you go guys get your cupcake up church? Fucking prove me wrong. Listen, you can't play half those songs anymore because he's not who he says he is, dude. Like, you're not a bad motherfucker, and, well, you can't fuck with us, you know what I mean? Well, I can fuck with you if I have the truth, Rusty, I can fuck with yous. 'Cause most of yous run and hide like a bunch of little bitches, you know what I mean? Start saying things you guys don't like to hear, and, well, there goes Creek Squad. With their tail between their legs, telling everybody how tough they are because they'll deal with Martin and fucking Dagburn. Fucking bigger brain waves than they are. Like, I don't even fuck with Martin anymore. That guy, ooh, Rusty, you think you're retarded, bud? Fuck, you ain't got nothing on fucking Martin. Like the lies he has said about me, dude. Oh, what's your take on Canadians? You probably already said we're shit, right? Most of you fuckers have put down my country. For some reason, you think you're better than us. You're not fucking smarter. At least our fucking little narcissists can convince people you're fucking president. You guys are ran by a retard and can't fucking figure it out. I think he called me a little fucktard and a whole bunch of shit without reasons. All he wanted was reasons, you know what I mean, Rusty? I think he said, "The children, you should keep the children away from me too." I'm quite sure that's recorded somewhere too. The children should be around you, but I don't wanna be around the children. I just wanna make it a safer environment for them. Ah. But you fuckheads, you do whatever you want. Play it. I'm not searching, bud. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm sorry, Rusty. If you tell me that you didn't say it, then you didn't say it. You know what I mean? I don't hold anything against you anyways, you know what I mean? If you did it, you'll know you did it. It's up to you. But you know what I mean? Wade can't get out of it because I remember. You persuaded his conversation, if you remember right, Rusty. You can get Wade to tell a tall tale if she got Rusty there to help him along. No, you didn't make anything up, Rusty. You just fucking gave him the imagination to fucking go with. I watched it. I watched it. It was a fucking thing of beauty. Oh, fuck off, Rusty. I gotta find that video, dude. I really do. I wish I could remember where it is. I should have kept it. Hey, when they find out I'm chosen, they'll find it, bud. And everybody will say, "Oh, that fucking Rusty." I see what Carl is saying. You don't even have to admit it, bud, because I remember as clear as day. I wish I could find her, you know what I mean? She was quite a while ago. That's when your buddy Wade said he was gonna destroy me so fucking bad, he was gonna put me back into a mental hospital. You guys from Freak Squad were gonna know everything there was to know about me and destroy my life. You guys fucking suck at your jobs. Really fucking bad. And when I ask you to do them, and I give you the information, hey, these fucking guys hate me too. Why don't you go get this shit dirt on me? You know what I mean? You guys still won't do it. Would I set myself up for failure? Or do I just want to hear other people's side of the story about me? You know what I mean? They're just like Creek Squad. They say you're crazy. They run and hide like fucking gotcha, bitch. Rusty, can you please pick up the chat? Hey, were you trying to fuck with me there? Hey, bud, were you trying to fuck with me when you said, hey, hey, Upchurch is a chosen one? Him and Brandon. Brandon's the guy behind the red can. Hey, hey, I'm thinking about doing something here. This little old channel, I gotta keep her going. Like I started with this channel and I'm gonna finish with her. And I'm only gonna tell the truth on this channel. But I do see a bunch of people living lives, and it looks like a lot more fun, you know what I mean? You can have a lot more fun living a lie. It's like, they look very comfortable, they look like life is good. So what I was thinking about doing is having another channel called Trolling for the Truth, and I just troll the fuck out of people, you know what I mean? Using satire and, well, not really true situations, but they could actually be true, you know what I mean? They're so silly, they could be real life. What do you think of that, Rusty? Think that's a good idea? Trolling for the truth and searching for the truth. You know what I mean? I got some plans for our church too. They're gonna be good. I think they might be home runs, but maybe I'm wrong. The algorithm doesn't seem to like me for some reason, you know what I mean? But she's a hard world out here for what? Well, the ones who really think they're chosen and want to make a change in the world and well, quite frankly, don't want your admiration and your follows and all that bullshit that all the rest of these ones do. We just want you to get better mentally so that you know that you have the power to make the fucking change to help the children and all that bazang. We have a better future, you know what I mean? We can build something together, but who knows? Maybe it's too late for this earth. Who fucking knows, right? Maybe it is the end times. Maybe there's only a certain amount of time to find God, and maybe I'm God's warning shot. I say I can back my mouth up, but none of yous wanna take a shot at the title, you know what I mean? See, here's the thing, Rusty. In order to win, you gotta learn how to be a loser, bud. I've been down here losing with you guys for a long fucking time. No, I think I've taken the lessons, and I think I've taken the training, and I think I'm ready to go to the big leagues, you know what I mean? It's just unfortunate when I go to the big leagues, fucking Upchurch goes to the minors. You know what I mean? Pretending to be a chosen one, pretending to be something he's not, you know what I mean? What kind of man would fucking try and help somebody who is trying to fucking like, what's wrong with my Dick Durbin idea? Nobody fucking likes it. Hey? Why would Upchurch back something like that? He doesn't have to use my name, nothing like that. He can take all the credit for it. I don't fucking care. Just get her done. Use your fucking platform for some good instead of fucking patting some fucking trolls on the head. Hey, Willtard, I like your leadership style. Hey, Kurt, I liked it when you hung out with AD and you fucking didn't fucking say anything to stick up for me, but yeah, hung around and oohed and hawed with somebody who wanted to trash me all show. Come on over to my house, Kurt. And on top of that, Kurt, he's mouthing off about the other guy who's at the house. Kansas Rebel, man. I don't like him. What don't you like about him, Kurt? What is it you didn't like about him that you couldn't say to his face, but you could talk to Dag about? You get where that kind of makes you a piece of shit, right, Rusty? Are you a Kurt guy? Are you a Kurt guy, Rusty? Are you a Willtard guy? I noticed the Gotcha Man's been making rounds lately. He's a bitch. He thinks he's funny. He could use me and make me a joke, but I don't know. My parrot talking points. See, because you've been brainwashed and manipulated. I think if I use those same fucking talking, because those are the important ones, bud. The children, the future, freedom, making a change, Bill Gates, Obama, these darks who are running your fucking world, well, our world. You're letting them. I don't want to. I want it to end. In fact, I want to join the May Grant program so bad. You're so fucking weak and pathetic. And I can't get to nobody. Is anybody awake out there? Because here's the problem. Once I find someone who's awake with a fucking platform, that's when fucking up churches goes, or maybe people are down with the devil. You know what I mean? Is up church the devil? Is he playing the good guy? I'm saying he's probably not a leader you should fucking be interested in if he doesn't want to save the children, but he wants to fucking say that they're not real. You know what I mean? And hey, I haven't changed my mind about any of the shit I thought before about Upchurch. Like, I think there's something to that Kylie Rodney thing, and I think there's something to Exanime. I think there's a whole lot more than anybody even fucking realizes. See what I mean? Why would he go around? Why would he go around saying names like that, Rusty? Like, am I wrong? Like, hey, Upchurch, Kurt is a piece of shit. But you're used to picking losers as friends, and well, guess what? You're still picking wrong. You could have had your bestie right here, all wrapped up in the Holy Spirit, teaching you how to get wrapped up in it. You talk about it. You say you want to lead the world to the fucking promised land, but when it comes down to it, and politics gets involved, up church goes running. Well, I know. I'm just trying to look out for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, everybody should know Kurt's fake, you know what I mean? He shouldn't be on the internet fucking telling people how to live when he's actually a fake fuck, you know what I mean? Like anything I say to you that you think is fake, You know what I mean, Rusty? Let me know. I don't want to portray myself as a fake person. I got to be authentic as possible. You know what I mean? And that's why it's terrible for me. Can you imagine saying you're down here for Christ and well, you got a mouth like a sailor, but you don't really care because the devil only makes things bad. You know what I mean? Words aren't bad till you make them bad. Once you give a word a meaning, there should be no bad words. They just have a meaning. But people don't get that. The same talking point I always thought. You know what I mean? For like, I've said this about Kurt for a long. Hey, why isn't up church doesn't like? What do you think he'd say about like? Kid Rock confuses me. What about you, Rusty? Like that whole Bud Light thing, that smells like fucking garbage. Sounds like his buddy Dana signed with the Bud Light, and then he chummed around with the CEO, and then anybody who decides that Bud Light was shit because he fucking, with his platform, got attention to it being shit. But then all of a sudden, he becomes friends, and then anybody who says that, that really irks me, bud. You know what I mean? When you see shit like that. But then he says cool shit like, if I could meet anybody, I'd want to meet Jesus. Anybody from the past, or fuck with Trump, you fuck with me. But he's got that huge platform too. He's smarter than this. He could get the Dick Durbin thing going. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want Upchurch looking like a pussy. Like, I know he likes Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell said he has supernatural experience to experience Jesus. Do you think he believed my story? Because I still haven't got to tell it yet. Because I need to have a conversation with somebody, you know what I mean? But anytime I've came to you guys, you just don't want to hear it. You're just like, no, you're not. Neither is Upchurch. Well, took me a long time to learn, but thank you. Yes, I know. He's actually rather a bit of a pussy. Talks the talk that he's not willing to walk. You know what I mean? I'm willing to die for this, Rusty. Do you think if your federal agents knew about me, they wouldn't want me off? Do I speak truth or am I crazy, Rusty? See, that's the thing. We shouldn't be looking at the business aspect of things. We should be looking at the moral aspect of things. And well, then we need to take a look around and ask yourself some questions because one of the questions is when that stock tanked, when it tanked, go check this for yourself. My personal, who I think was on Epstein Island, Bill Gates. He invested heavily into Bud Light. Maybe he had to know like they were going to sign with the UFC and maybe they could change things around. And maybe a guy like Kid Rock could convince people, especially the guy who convinced people that they were shit, to convince them that they weren't shit. So it sounds like some shady fucking play. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's business or what it is. You can make money doing the right fucking things rather than the slimy, gross fucking ways. Which way do you think God would want it, Rusty? If you're the chosen one, which way God would want it? See, because if we followed God, everybody would have the opportunity to be rich. But here's the thing: all these people think if God comes, all of a sudden we don't have to work, and we're just we get to do whatever we want. Yeah, I think if we got with God, we'd have more inspiration to go for our dreams and get into Jesus and know that we could accomplish anything. I think it would become a lot easier to do that. But people would still have to work in order to get communities to keep functioning. What kind of future do you want? You have to build it. You know what I mean? You can't sit on your ass and do nothing. Well, do you think it's those same like do you think it's those same powerful people that are starting trying to get the agenda going against the children? Huh? Real. Do you think Nolan Mulvaney should be able to give an access on the internet to anybody under 18? You know what I mean? Why do kids need to see that? Like, if that's the way Dylan is, I'm all good with it. He's an adult. Keep it with the adults. Let the children decide for themselves when they become adults. Let them figure out who they are rather than pushing it on them. You know what I mean? Rusty, do you think Dylan should be pushed the way he is? And he's a very confused fellow. One minute he's a lesbian, then he's straight, and then he's homosexual, and or she, or I'm all confused. Talking about having a baby, and I, he was gonna like this shit's going out to our children, bud. Well, isn't that what I said, Rusty? But I said keep 'em away from the children. Don't let him put ideas into the children's head just because he has an idea of who he is. Don't go fucking pushing that out on the children. Because, well, hey, they say I got bipolar. I don't think I'm a harm on the streets. You know what I mean? But according to people, that still makes me mentally ill, right? I could think that he's mentally ill. You know what I mean? If I think that I work for God and I'm a chosen one and I want to do good in the world, and well, what's he doing in the world? I can say that that's fucking a mental illness, but that's my fucking right. But you don't want me to have those rights. You want people to be silenced. I shouldn't have to educate my children about transformers, as you like to put it. I should let them educate themselves on who they want to be, not push anything on them, but try and get them to have a relationship with God, and God will probably show them the way. You know what I mean? Like he's showing me the way. Hey, did I say everything's up church's fault? I said anything up church's fault. I said he's not the man he sings about. He's clearly not. There's lots of singers like it, but that Matthews kid telling everybody he was homeless and a druggie and stuff like that. Turned out that was fake. And we were talking about Kid Rock. He said he comes straight from his trailer. I don't know. The house I seen, fuck, it almost looks like a house that he could own now. But I might be wrong. Maybe I got fed some bad information. But they're all fake, bro. They're all fake. They tell you what they tell you what they want you to think they are without actually doing the actions. You know what I mean? What church is out here telling anybody who has a problem go get a fucking hobby? I don't know. Tyler, can you go afford a good hobby? Huh? Can you go out and buy a four-wheeler and be like up church? Maybe you can. Maybe you're a lucky fellow. I think there's a lot of people who can't. I don't think there's a lot of people, too many people worried about their families, let alone fucking having a hobby. But hey, up church is the voice of the voiceless. You know what I mean? He was there for me, wasn't he? Him and his whole fucking holler boy crew. You know what I mean? Hey, Rusty, was I asking for help or was I asking for help? Was I asking for a conversation or was I being a nuisance? I only became the nuisance when I said, hey, don't call me fucking crazy unless you got a fucking reason. And nobody could give me a reason. So I stayed on you till I get my reasons. But instead, everybody's got to run and block Carl. And so, not everyone, you know what I mean? Well, that's because it's called a spiritual awakening. Like I said, Rusty, I was learning, you know what I mean? You have to go. Here's the deal, Rusty. For the most part, I feel sorry for people. Like, I got things before, but I ignored them. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, "This doesn't make sense to me," but, hey, nobody else is doing anything about it, huh, you know? But here's the deal, I was a little brainwashed too, bud. I mean, I never, like, I'd always have questions in my head, and I would never ask the people because I was scared of the result or scared of what they would put, you know what I mean? But anyways, when you actually go through a spiritual awakening, what'll happen is your brain breaks. You start to think anything's possible, bud. You're like, "Holy fuck." But then you come to the understanding, you get a better grip on reality as you go, you know what I mean? But you still also know that anything is possible. Did you know Dana, she's trying to put a hex on me. She says she's a witch, you know what I mean? But then she changed her mind and said she was a good witch and stuff. Like, what do you believe these days? You know what I mean? But like, what do you say on the whole witch thing? Because I don't know about if you go look on Facebook clubs for witches, there's fucking a lot of God. In my spiritual awakening, I I know, I know, but why do people talk like that? If it's not true, why talk like that? Like, I don't care. They can take their nonsense and throw it at me. I don't care. Like they say, Nina Abramovich is a witch. She could fucking cast a spell on me, and I'm not worried about it. Nothing can get to me. You know what I mean? Anyways, I wanted to do an hour, but unfortunately, do all dogs go to heaven? That is a good question. You know what I mean? See, and then we're gonna go outside, and he will want nothing to do with me for the rest of the day. He's, where'd my cat go? Like, his dog has destroyed everything in my house. You know that? Rusty, he's a destroyer. He seeks, destroys. Like, if you turn your back on him for 1 second, he'll find something. He'll have it from your garbage can. He'll like tackle it just to take it down and I'll get it open so we can fucking but I love them. I do. Like, you know you're in love with something when you see it going into a Caesar and you're holding him and he's just pissing all over you and you're fucking bawling your eyes out. Yeah, he's a husky. He's a husky. He's beautiful. He is beautiful. He's getting a little chunky like his old man. They should probably get out and do some exercise, bro. You know what I mean? Maybe be less destructive around the home. Yeah, they are. He's very thick. He's very thick. Like, here's the deal. I go through hell because of these dogs all day. He's like, one of them's always making a noise, and I can't have any of them together at the same time with this one because he already ripped my golden retriever. He ripped his ear off the shit. It's like he, he got a box to fix. Then one of the cats got out, and, well, he decided it was a squirrel and wanted to eat it. I don't even wanna fucking know how much that was. And then now because he has seizures, that fucking cost me a whole shit ton of money, and now I gotta feed him pills too. And do you know what that's like loving something that causes you so much misery, bud? Yeah, I used to know. Like, you can't break him, but he doesn't fucking come to common sense. Like, I think that's where we differ, you know what I mean? I will succumb to the truth. Kane won't. He just wants it his way, every way. all the time. What do you wanna talk about, Rusty? What you got to say as the chosen one? Like, you think Upchurch is chosen? Or is he the pussy I say he is? I know, that's why you gotta wonder, like, is there a soul in there, like a human being, or is it just I don't have the answers, Rusty. But I do think if we got to Dick Durbin, the dominoes would fall so fucking far. We might find out if dogs go to heaven. The answers might be in the Vatican, but there I go with my same old talking points. But hey, do you think Jesus and Klaus Schwab would be buddies? Therefore, I don't think the Pope and Klaus Schwab should be buddies. You know what I mean? I think Ryan's a good man too. I just think he's stupid. I think he got hooked on Wade's lie. Maybe if somebody would have taken the time to talk to me, let me know where I was wrong, I wouldn't be at this point right now. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have to defend my name all because Wade. And well, look how many times I was fucking right and warning you people, and you still called me a piece of shit. Like, did I nail that Jamie thing? I nailed that so much, I called her fake. I said she wasn't real, bud. She went out and got like fucking what was it? 8? 6 or 8, I think, people to make videos stating that she was real. That should have been a real fucking red flag for you people. This girl's up to something, and I should probably figure out what it is. But no, not even that. It was like, I go, hey, look at her letters. Look at the way she says shit. If you don't bow down to Jamie, you're gonna be in some trouble. But she was on top of Wade's polls, and he looks like a fool when the world gets to see this, you know what I mean? Like, Wade looks like a real fucking dipshit in this movie. Yeah, she faked her death, I forgot about that. That's how real she was. Or did she actually die now? I heard she faked her death. Am I laughing about a real death? Because I wouldn't do that. But hey, if you fake your death and you turn up alive again, well, I guess I was right on the whole fake thing. But remember, you all love Wade and trust Wade, and well, she was on top of Wade's polls. You go check that video out because it was for the real one, Jamie, the best mod, the best friend, the best everything. Creek Squad has to offer. That's Jamie, the real one. I bet she was a good mod. Like, do you think shitty narcissistic people are always fucking mean, dude? They're some of the nicest people you'll meet if they fucking manipulated you. As long as you tell them they're a great mod and give them everything they want. Fuck, dude, you don't understand how people are, do you? You think because I say someone's evil, I think that they walk around and they're like, no, dude, they're some of the nicest people in the world. They gotta put on whatever face they gotta do to deal with and get through life. Narcissists want love, just like Dagwood does. Hey, Rusty, let me ask you a question. Like, I say I'm a man of God, and I do this for God, and I do this to try and help people. Like, if should you guys be trying to tell Dagburn he has mental health problems and trying to help him instead of like, don't you see hell for him right now? Can you guys like try and plead with him to get to know himself and like tell him you won't do content on him if he gets the fuck off of YouTube? And here's the deal. Dagburn doesn't want to start at the bottom. You know what I think Dagburn should do? He should swallow his pride. walk into that Dairy Queen and fucking fill out one of those applications. You know what I mean? And take every fucking gobble that comes his way. That'd be a good start. You know what I mean? He learned to respect those girls that he disrespected. You know what I mean? Like, really, Rusty, would you do anything if a young girl gobbled at you? And you just kind of go, fuck, that kid's kind of retarded or something, but he knew what it was about and it hurt his feelings. He let a little girl out Dairy Queen hurt his feelings because she gobbled. And he didn't even know about it. Merle. Merle. Don't fuck with Merle's man. You know what I mean? Or you're going to get it. I know. But why did Wade and Sieper have to go outside of Dagburn's stupidity? Why do you guys have to do that sort of shit? Like, doesn't he give you guys enough? Really? But then again, with Dagburn, you never know what's a lie, what he's saying is the truth. You know what I mean? Well, that's what I mean. If if someone started gobbling at you, wouldn't you just be like, "Fuck, I gotta get away from this person." You know what I mean? Because 'Cause you'd be like, "Hey, what reason did I give them to gobble at me?" You know what I mean? But, hey, that's when he wants to change his name. I'm not Johnny Gobble. I'm Johnny Gobble. Worldwide sensation. Johnny Gobble. I've been trying to Rusty, can you tell Johnny Gobble I'm a federal galactic agent on assignment from the almighty father and creator. And well, he's not just going to be hometown famous, not just world famous, but he is going to be known throughout the galaxies. Now, what he's known for is still within the grasp of Dagburn's future. What do you think? Do you think Dagburn would take a chance on that future? Only problem is the only thing blocking him in that future is the truth. Do you think he accepts the truth? Seeper's wifey. Who's this person? Merle's man better leave my man out of her mouth. Literally and figuratively. Oh, congratulations, Seeper's wife. You got yourself a catch. He's my little catfish. Seeper's my little catfish. What do you think about that, Seeper's wife? Listen, Seeper, if you're out there watching, if you think Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates are your puppet master right now, wait till your brain finds out that, well, I've been playing you the whole time. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go because my dog is he needs something. I don't know what it is. I know he has water. We were just outside before this. I try to prepare myself so this doesn't happen, but all right. Hey, see you, Seeper's wifey.